the effects for the beneficial effects of hyaluronic acid, with the exception of some water trapping on the surface, the pro-growth benefits, the anti-cancer benefits, the healing benefits, the true moisturization benefits. These are all, and the filling and shock absorbing benefits, the thickening benefits. All of these occur underneath the barrier, and hyaluronic acid cannot penetrate through the surface of the skin, through a healthy skin barrier. Hyaluronic acid is found everywhere in the body. It's found in every layer of the skin. It's produced by skin cells. It's a water-trapping molecule. It's an important regulator for the movement of skin cells. And remember, that movement of skin cells is tightly controlled, and hyaluronic acid is part of that control system. And hyaluronic acid keeps cells dividing at just the right pace. It's one of the most ubiquitous molecules in the body. It's found in the eyes, it's found in the joints, it's found in the digestive tract, and it's found in the skin. We're always talking here on the bright side about cells and stuff. This is the primal distinction in the body, cells and stuff. And it's a distinction that we got to make if we're going to stay healthy and get healthy, because all disease is cell disease. I didn't say all disease is stuff disease. I said all disease is cell disease. Where does your doctor work? On the stuff. Where do your drugs work? On the stuff. Where do your skincare products work? On, for the most part, unless you're using Truth skincare products, that is, on the stuff. Where do your surgeries work? On the stuff. Nobody's addressing the cell. Why? Because medicine is not allowed entry into the cell. All medicine can do is poison the cell or cut it out or in some fashion harm the cell. It can't heal a cell. Hyaluronic acid is quintessential stuff that comes out of cells. From a chemical perspective, hyaluronic acid is a long chain. Remember, chemistry is all about tinker toys. If you looked at a chemical molecule or a piece of chemistry in the body, a biochemical in the body, and you looked at it with microscopic vision, you basically see a tinker toy with little chunks and little pieces. That's what you want to think of when you think of chemistry. Think tinker toys. Hyaluronic acid is a tinker toy-like chemical structure with a lot of spaces in it. It's like a tinker toy structure that's made up of cages or boxes. It's like a long chain of boxes, and these boxes represent openings for pieces of water, i.e. water molecules. So hyaluronic acid is a long chain tinker toy molecule made up of lots of little microscopic boxes, and each one of these little microscopic boxes can hold a little molecule of water. That's what I mean when I say water trapping. A water trapping molecule is basically a bunch of boxes, and each one of these boxes holds a little piece of water. This is what gives hyaluronic acid its stupendously important qualities. Lots of ways. The interaction between water molecules in the hyaluronic acid boxes impacts health. So you have a long tinker toy-like molecule, long tinker toy-like chain, and this long tinker toy-like chain is made up of a bunch of little tiny boxes, and each one of these little boxes holds a water molecule. Thus, hyaluronic acid acts to trap water, and this water trapping property gives hyaluronic acid amazing, stupendously amazing biochemical properties, and it's why it's one of, if not my favorite molecule in the body, because of these tremendous, very fascinating chemical qualities that the interaction between water and the hyaluronic acid have. For one thing, it makes it super electrical. We'll continue talking about HA. We are back on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for joining us. We're on the air Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central Time, 24/7 on our archive page at brightsideben.com. You can also order all the longevity products off of brightsideben.com, or you can call the phone team at 866-735-2470, 866-735-2470. Our number today, 844-236-6010. Our number today and every day on the bright side, 844-236-6010. If you've got questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, if you want to get off your medication and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you. If you have a success story you'd like to share, we love hearing success stories, and I know they're out there because I hear them all the time. Please be generous with your success stories. You can help change lives by sharing what's happened to you with a good nutritional supplement program. Or if you just want to contribute to the conversation, 844-236-6010 is our number on the bright side. We're talking hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is technically called a GAG, glucosaminoglycan. I just call it HA, hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is found wherever in the body, wherever the body needs to trap water. The body's 70% water. How does that even work? How can we be 70% water? We should just be a puddle sloshing around. Well, we're held together by molecules that hold on to that water, trap the water, bind the water. Your eyeballs, for example, largely made up of water, probably more than 70% water. How come your eyeballs have a solid structure even though they're 70% water? Well, hyaluronic acid traps the water in your eyeballs. In fact, a large part, probably the most HA-rich organ in the body is your eyeballs. Your joints are also very water-rich, and likewise your joints contain large amounts of hyaluronic acid, and your skin is very moisture-rich. 70% water. You know, if your skin water content drops even 1 or 2%, you're going to feel dry and uncomfortable. Just a small water loss. The skin is not supposed to lose water. The eyeballs are not supposed to lose water. The joints aren't supposed to lose water, and hyaluronic acid is one of the ways the body assures that that water won't get lost. Man, hyaluronic acid is so stupendously important. You can dose yourself with HA, with hyaluronic acid. That's one of the best ways to upregulate HA content in the body. The glucogel caps from Longevity can also help with the production of hyaluronic acid. The glucogel caps are made up of glucosamine, which is a component of the hyaluronic acid molecule. And eating your bone soup, your cartilage-containing foods, is another great way to upregulate hyaluronic acid. Don't fall for hyaluronic acid in skincare products. Don't fall for that ruse. Hyaluronic acid doesn't do anything for your skin, really, although it will coat the surface and maybe trap a little water in the surface, create a little more comfort. Dry skin being so uncomfortable, you might be able to create a little sense of comfort on the surface of the skin, but you certainly aren't going to change the quality or texture of your skin in a permanent way by using hyaluronic acid on the top. Taking it orally, now that's different. Or you can inject hyaluronic acid. Dermatologists these days will inject a product into your skin called Juvederm. Juvederm is hyaluronic acid that fills out fine lines and wrinkles. That's a way of beefing up the stuff when you're not making enough stuff. Remember, it's cells and stuff in the skin. If you're not making enough stuff, dermatologists will actually inject stuff in your skin. If you think that's a good idea, go to your dermatologist asking for Juvederm. Personally, I think it's a lot better idea to use your glucogel caps to make sure you're using your bone soup and to make sure that your skin cells are healthy. So many ways to keep your skin healthy that have nothing to do with the dermatologist, have nothing to do with your standard moisturizing cream products. If you really want topical products, use topical vitamin C, which can support hyaluronic acid production, and use topical vitamin A. In fact, retinoic acid and retinol, topical vitamin A, are great ways to actually stimulate the production of hyaluronic acid, your own natural hyaluronic acid. I'm telling you, vitamin A and vitamin C are the two go-to skincare ingredients. And if you're using skincare products that don't feature high concentrations of fatty, fat-soluble vitamin C, as well as retinol, or if you want to go the prescription route, retinoic acid, you're truly missing the boat in skincare. Are they more expensive? Probably, because fat-soluble vitamin C is one of the more expensive skincare ingredients you could use. Retinol, likewise, is one of the more expensive skincare ingredients you could use. But why would you waste your money with cheaper ingredients that aren't going to do anything? Even worse, why would you waste your money with cheaper ingredients that will suppress skin health chemistry, as most skincare ingredients do? Waxes and oils suppress skincare chemistry. Anything that occludes, that's the fancy way of saying covering up the skin surface, will suppress skin health chemistry. Not a good idea, especially if you're already dealing with dry skin or wrinkles or any other skin health issue. Go retinol, go lipophilic or fatty vitamin C. You can find out all about those two particular ingredients in my Truth Skin Health Products, truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. Okay, 844-236-6010 is our number. Let's take our first phone call today. Tanya in California. What's going on? Welcome to the Bright Side.
Hello, hi, this is Tanya. Can you hear me?
Yes, Tanya, what's up?
Hi, yeah, I have a couple products that I would like to get your opinion on.
Sure. Can I get you to speak just a little bit louder?
Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah, there we go. What's going on, Tanya?
Okay. And I think I have ringworm. I wanted to know what would be the protocol for that. I prefer not to use chemicals or something from the doctor, and I would like your opinion on that.
Well,
and then two items I would like your opinion on is this one product called Defense Soap, if you've heard of it. And
can you?
Willard Water.
I hate to say this, Tanya, but I need you to back off from the phone just a little tiny bit. Okay. Now, what? Now, have I heard of what product?
Defense Soap and Willard Water.
Willard Water, I've heard of, but I can't understand what you're saying. The first thing you're saying.
Defense is a soap. It's called Defense Soap. That's the name of it.
Oh, Defense Soap? Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Defense.
that's the name of it.
I haven't heard. That's the brand name, Defense Soap?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'd have to know what the active ingredient in Defense Soap is. Actually, I'm looking at it right here. Defense Soap. You're trying to get rid of your ringworm, I take it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about ringworm first. Are you sure it's ringworm? Do you know that for a fact?
No.
Or are you just assuming?
No.
Is it like an itchy rash?
Yes.
Okay. So what other health things do you have? You got to have something else going on. Ringworm just doesn't show up spontaneously. Any digestive issues, diabetes, anything like that?
Yes.
Okay, that's what we're talking. That's really where you want to work. How old are you approximately? You don't have to tell me exactly.
48.
Okay, 48. Okay, now tell me about some other health stuff that's going on. Do you have a history of digestive issues? That's always the first thing to think about when you have a skin problem. Okay, now you're talking. You're not going to be able to, once you have a skin ringworm or any kind of skin rash or some kind of skin bacteria or fungus, you can kill it topically, but that's not really the most effective strategy. What you really want to look at is what's percolating inside the body that's causing your defenses, your immune system, your skin immune system to break down, and that usually means a digestive problem. So get yourself on the probiotics, first of all, the Biolumin Nightly Essence. That's always the first thing to do when you have a skin problem, especially if you have an associated digestive issue. The first thing you want to think about is good bacteria in the gut. There is a major, major, major relationship between good bacteria in the gut and fungal infections and all kinds of skin problems, including fungal infections. Eczema, psoriasis, dry skin, major connection between the digestive system and the skin for all of those issues. So Biolumin Nightly Essence, 3 capsules in the morning, 3 capsules at night. Do a food diary. That's where you write down everything you eat and then how you feel from a digestive system perspective, diarrhea, constipation, loose stools, gas, bloating, etc. How you feel after you eat after you eat those foods. When you notice problems between a relationship between foods and specific problems, you're going to want to eliminate those foods. That's the second thing. Probiotics, food diary, and food elimination. Hang tight. A few more things I want to tell you, Tanya. Don't go away, okay? And then we'll also talk about Defense Soap. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, we are back on The Bright Side. Talking to Tanya in California about ringworm. Tanya, you there? Tanya. Do we have Tanya still?
Yes.
Hey, Tanya. Okay, that's okay. So a couple things. Ringworm, you want to think digestive health issues. All ringworm's a fungal infection on the skin. All fungal infections, all infections, impetigo and other bacterial infections, as well as eczema and psoriasis. You want to focus on the digestive system. Digestive system equals skin when it comes to skin health issues. That's so, so important. Digestive system equals skin. That's probiotics, the good bacteria, the Biolumin Nightly Essence, 3 in the morning, 3 at night. You also probably would be wise to use fermented foods. Make sure you get some good bacteria in there, and also fiber, which can feed the good bacteria. I like making my own fiber every morning with flax seeds, but you can use vegetable fiber also. Make yourself vegetable juices. Then anything that's impairing digestive health in terms of food allergies or food intolerances, you need to eliminate those kinds of foods. That's where your food diary comes in. If you have a history of digestive problems, then that's great, because then you'll know. Then you'll be able. It'll be much easier for you to link problem foods to specific health, digestive health issues. If you don't know you have a digestive problem, you got to look for those. So that's the second step. Third thing you might want to do is get yourself on the Z radical or the Fucoid Z, which can help strengthen and support the health of the digestive system. Also, glucogel caps can have a positive effect, as we were saying earlier, on digestive health and also on skin health for that matter, too. Now, you asked about Defense Soap. I did a little research during the break. Defense Soap is basically just bar soap with tea tree oil in it. Tea tree oil and also eucalyptus oil. They also put some homeopathic medication in there. I don't know that that's going to make too much of a difference. But if you really want to use tea tree oil, and tea tree oil does have some medicinal properties, save your money on the Defense Soap and just use straight tea tree oil and straight eucalyptus oil. I don't know if the eucalyptus oil is going to have much of an effect. Tea tree oil does have some some antimicrobial activity. So you might want to try some tea tree oil. But again, you don't have a topical problem. You've got an internal problem that's showing up topically. So it may the tea tree oil, which is technically called melaleuca oil,